Hey guys, Tim here again. Okay, so for this tutorial, I'm going to be going over the basics of how to make trap, more on the style of hip-hop rather than EDM style. So we're talking artists like Travis Scott, Gucci Mane, Bauer, 2 Chainz, Fosterdamus, those kinds of guys. Now remember, at the end of this video, you can download a tidy pack of all the MIDI, audio loops, and samples that I've been using, since these are samples that we've made, so they're license free. So you can use them however you want. Okay, let's make some trap. Alright. So firstly, let's change the BPM to 140. We'll work at 140 so that we have the capability of doing even faster hats. You'll see what I mean later on. Now I'm going to load a map and go Algonaut Trap Drums. This is some samples that we've made that sound a bit more trappy. We'll clear this out, fill out the kit and make a new one and see what we've got. It's quite a good 808, but not really the kick I'm looking for. That's pretty cool too. Let's go on and find something a bit more snappy for this job. They were quite long over there. Sound kind of a bit boxy over there. 808's cool. Actually, that's pretty good. That'll do for now. Alright. Might just make it a bit shorter, so I'm going to turn the shape knob down, which is basically like an ADSR on one knob. So this is just kind of pulling the release in. Here we go. Alright, so we got our kick. Let's lay it down. Alright, we'll put it on that. And that's, if we play this, it's only half a bar long, just because of the tempo and the way we're working. So let's duplicate that. Pull that out. So this is actually like a bar long. So then we'll change this to 8s. And now what we're going to do, actually before we do that, we'll duplicate this twice again. So now we essentially have 4 bars, and this will be good for adding variation as we make the pattern. And let's get the snares in. Before I add any more kicks, I'll add the snares in so I can work around them and make something sound a bit more natural. So let's go find a good snare. Actually not too bad for snare, at least for now. Oh, it's a bit weird. Something bright. It's not too bad. I'm going to layer the two together. So back over here. Okay, we want the clap to be in the usual clap snare position. There and there. That's 1 bar. Duplicate it out. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Okay, let's get some more kicks in. Put some kicks over here. Over here. Actually, these kicks are a bit quiet. I'll just boost them up a little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. I think the snares and claps could be a bit more, give a bit more character in there. That's not too bad. It's got good body, but it needs some more brightness to it, so let's do a bit of processing. Let's split out that kick into its own channel, first of all. So Atlas, monitor in, channel 2. I'll make another one while I'm here. Atlas, channel 3. Cool. Okay, kick, channel 2. Snare, channel 3. Clap, channel 3. I think what I might add to this is actually a tambourine, just to get some more brightness in there. So I can make the right channels. Yeah, there's the clap. Kick's actually quieter than the clap. That's a bit weird. Start up, and we'll compress the shit out of this. Just going to make a high ratio, quite a fast attack to really squash it. Quite a short release. That'll do for now. Let's get that tambourine in there for some brightness. That'll do. Okay, tambourine. I mean, you could use anything. I'm just choosing a tambourine because I'm a bit of a hippie. But that's the thing. There's no rules with what samples you're going to use. You could use whatever you want, but if you want to add brightness, your options are like shakers, tambourines, hats, so on. If you want to have like some mid percussion, you got toms, bongos, whatever. No rules. No rules. Okay. Might dial it down a bit. I might also shift some of these samples around a bit. Try zooming in, and I'm going to try and shift the snare back using command and the arrows, just so it's not perfectly on time. Nah, do it to the clap. This is a bit better. Could even do it more. Oh, not that much. Sweet. Let's get out the same channel as the other two. Channel 3. Instead of, let's just try a bongo just to be interesting. Okay, channel 3. Sorry, not that one. It's kind of cool. It's got character. That's what we want. Let's get some reverb on that to get a kind of, it's all sounding a bit dry. We need our hats, obviously. Wow. What the hell? Okay. Just trying to make it a bit of a short one, I think. Not even see. Let's move on to the hats. All right. Need something that's kind of oh, that's pretty good right there, like an 808 style hat. So here we are, D sharp 1. Let's go 8ths for now. Sorry, 16ths. Well, essentially we're working in 8ths, but this is going to sound like a 16th just because of the tempo we've chosen. Boom, boom, boom. Too long, it needs to be brighter. Okay, let's get some movement in here. All right, speed it up. So what we're going to do is change the grid to 16ths now, dial that back, copy them over. So now we'll get faster there. Let's go even faster here, 130 seconds. This is why we chose 140 BPM and are working in this kind of double time pattern size, so we can have a really fast grid. I know what I'll do. I'm just winging this. Where was I? Okay, from the top. It's not too bad. That sounds a bit lame. I'll just speed it up. So bear with me. That's better. We can actually do a triplet at the end if you turn on a triplet grid. So we're going to pull this back, move this to here. Is that the right time? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's get that other channel. Channel 4. Might do some layering on that as well. Channel 4. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. What could we layer with it? Shaker. Yeah, okay. Channel 4 as well. I'm just going to go like this. To keep things easy, I'll just copy the pattern. Alright. There it is there. Select all. Okay. Shake it a bit loud, dial it back. Try some other options. Whoa. Lock it. Oh, that's kind of interesting. I'm kind of into that. Yeah, it's adding some vibe. All right, let's get a bit of reverb on that, just to kind of so it's not so dry. Be a shorter one. Okay, let's do a bit of processing on the whole thing. I'm going to group all these together, and this is now all coming up in the group channel. So really a lot of trap these days is pushed pretty hard, so I'm going to try and compress it and really anger it up using sausage fattener from Data Life. You can use probably anything. This is basically just a compressor and a saturator. I'll try this, and I might try, actually I'll tell you what, turn that off for now. Let's just try Ableton's one and see how that goes. Saturator and compressor. Use glue compressor. Alright. Okay, we're making it too loud, but let's check a limiter on there as well. I'm going to squash this. Bit of distortion in there. I'm going to compress it a bit. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll overdo it. And kind of listen to it and get the timing right with the settings, and then dial it back. Yeah, 3. That sounds kind of cool. That's obviously way too compressed. From there. Okay, let's dial it back. So that's the test. Put it together. Have you made it sound better? Let's turn it off and check. Well, it's obviously louder. Not a fair comparison. Yeah, I think we have. Right, cool. I mean, we could also get some snares in there. We'll do that in a bit. Let's get some bass going, bass line. We're gonna make an 808 using Massive. Massive. So I won't focus on this for too long. So, easy peasy 808 bass. We want sine and square. Dial it to square for now. Sorry, square. And then we're going to turn this intensity down. Basically turning it into a sine wave, but then we can kind of dial the warmth in using the intensity knob later. Shift it down. I'm hitting A sharp, by the way. Alright, that's half the way there. Change the voicing to monophonic because you only ever want one note at a time if using bass. Now over to the volume envelope, it's envelope 4. Bring that attack in. We'll make this a one shot rather than gate. Release. Okay. So sort these filters out. Reroute them. then what I'm going to do is we're going to chuck some pitch on the oscillator, really fast pitch. So I'm going to turn the attack to 0, level to 0, decay almost to 0, 1 on pitch. We're going to up this by like 48, so that's like 4 octaves. And that adds the punch. And we also want a bit of a click. And one way you can kind of do that, I've been looking at 808s quite a lot. You can offset the waveform here. So if you go into this oscillator section, turn restart via gate on, and then offset it so it's a little bit out of phase. So it'll actually click at the start. It's not hitting the 0 crossing. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but it's putting a bit of a click in there. Cool. Let's warm it up a bit with some distortion. Just go tele tube. And now we can dial on this intensity knob a little bit to get even more warmth. Probably what we want to do now is also compress it. So let's chuck on a compressor, pretty high ratio, just to kind of control it if it gets too loud. Sweet. What you could do is actually dial in some noise as well. Let's try that. So we'll go bright noise, color up. You don't have to do that, but I reckon it sounds cool. Alright. We're probably going to want to sidechain this as well to the kick, but let's get some 808 going on. Do quantize that, cool beans, sidechain that, so a different compressor, different purpose, sidechain 2, audio 3, yeah. All right, let's get some snares in that pattern. Okay. Snare, snare, snare. Need another snare. Right in the middle. Okay. Something real punchy. Pretty noisy over that side. Here we go. That's not too bad. Alright. Put it in the tom spot. Actually, that's even better. A bit brighter. where the craft comes in. This is where, I mean, like, there's no rules around this. You can just do what you want until you get something that you think sounds interesting to your ears. Whoa. Whoa. Again, just here. We're still in triplet. Oh, we are too. Something like that. All right, let's give it its own channel. Audio. Add this in channel 5. Snare. Channel 5. Just want to get a bit of EQing on it. Make it brighter still. Pretty cool. Short reverb. I could even gate the reverb. Why not? So the idea here is we're going to let the pretty sweet. We want to set it so that once the volume of the original snare goes, the gate will only keep the door open so that the gate opens, so the reverb sound will stay for just a short period of time and then cut off quite fast. So that's how you get that kind of just to be cool. Let's get another note in this bass line. Let's go up an octave, shift up, and down 2 semitones, so it's a 10th. Cool. One more thing, we're going to add like an 8th, kind of like a, you could do this with a clap or with like a hat, like a, I'm not gonna sing it. I'll demonstrate it. Okay. What slots are free? That one, other. Okay. Let's try it with I'll do it with a clap, but I actually reckon that's real cheesy, so. They're kind of muddy over there. They're kind of wet and yeah. Might be a bit long. Yeah. Probably a bit. I'm not used to EQ that as well, but that's okay. This is what I mean. What's the note? That kind of vibe. But I don't don't want to do it with a hat. I reckon it's cheese balls. So let's do it with a, sorry, a clap. Let's do it with a hat instead. Something real bright like that. Okay, I'm gonna take this clip, I'm gonna duplicate it. And where are we going? Where are we working? There. That's fine. So we want to. Oh crap! Rookie. It's probably way too loud. Once again, its own channel. Channel 6. Where's my baseline? Oh yeah, of course, it was on the scene. My master effects going real quick. MIDI, uplift, wide delay, low filter, go, noise ramp. Make sure they're working. Okay, next scene with the hat. It's not really coming through in the mix. We'll try something else. Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got character. That's the original scene. Yeah, okay, let's record this. So I'm going to get an audio channel. I'm going to record this loop we've made. So, audio from the group 1. And then we're going to go record on. We're going to turn the audio to sends only, so we're not hearing like a duplicate, because we're hearing it all here. We just want to record it into this channel. It doesn't really matter if monitor in is on or off. Then we're going to go. Cool, and that right there is our loop. So if we give this a listen, monitor to auto, sends to master, solve it. Cool. Okay, so let's try a few variations on sounds. So we're gonna try. This could go either way, but back to here. Since we've got a cool pattern going, I'm going to hit new kit and see what we get. Quite cool. That a little bit. Snare's a bit weak. Whoa, what's that? Yeah, it's sick. Alright, let's record that. Yeah, let's go on that channel. Cool. Second loop recorded. 1, 2. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to mess around with the MIDI clip, change the hats around, and record a bunch more loops, and then I'll show you what I recorded, and then you can have them all. Alright, cool. So we recorded 10 different loops, different trap loops, and each loop has a different hat rhythm as well. So to make that easy for myself, I made a little rack on a second MIDI channel. I'll quickly talk over what I did. I'm going to include this in the pack as well, which you can use in your Ableton session. You might have to unravel it a little bit to understand what's going on. But essentially, I'll make a new scene. Essentially what it's doing is on a second MIDI channel, I have set it up so that I can send MIDI into just this channel just to deal with the hats, and I'm using 4 different notes. So I'm using D2, F2, D2, E2, F2, and G2, and they are all coming into this rack that I made. And each note essentially has an arpeggiator on it. So one has an 8th, a 12th, an 8th, a 16th, and a 32nd. And then I've done some magic pitching around the notes so that they all end up sending back to the same note that is then sent into Atlas to go to the hi-hat. So essentially, if I went, I just do this. If I now press, that's E2, that's D2, F2, and G2. It's kind of complicated, but I think if you look at it for a while, you'll get the grips of what's going on. So that helped me to make a bunch of different hat rhythms. So the loops sound like this. The final loops from Atlas. Let's go into master, soloist. So what was our first one? Cool, heard that. Second one. Big snare. So you see there's some different hat rhythms and stuff. Add to the bass line, add the bass line to that. So you've got like it's cool. So with Atlas, really easily came out with 10 different loops and took about 5 minutes per loop. It was all quite easy. So that's all going to be included. The audio loops, the individual kits, I saved them all out for each kit. So you can see here 10 different trap kits. I should probably save the last one. Trap 10. And so that's included. The MIDI is going to be included. So you can take those loops, change them up, rearrange them, do what you want with them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. We'll be doing another one soon, so make sure you subscribe up to the channel, and I'll catch you next time.